Hi and welcome back. Tonight's notes are going to be to graphing form, with a coefficient. So last time we did to graphing form, but we didn't have any coefficient, which means an A. Now we're going to have an A. This is page 59. So let's start off with an example. So we have y equals 2x squared minus 12x minus 23, and we are going to put this in graphing form, okay? So the first step stays the same as the last time. We need to isolate the x values. Which means I'm going to be adding that 23 and then adding that 23 over here. So we get y plus 23 equals 2x squared minus 12x. Okay, same step as we did last time. But now we're going to pull out that leading coefficient. The coefficient is whatever's with that x squared. So in this case, it's a 2. So I'm going to pull out leading coefficient. And essentially we're going to factor it out just on this side. So I'm going to cover up this side. And if I take out a 2, what's going to be left over? Well, we have 2x squared, so what's left over if I pull out a 2? That'll just be x squared. If I pull out a 2, that's going to be 6x. And then we're going to rewrite that other side. Okay, so I just pull out that leading coefficient. Because you can't complete the square with that 2. You need to pull it out to start. Then you're just going to complete the square. So I'm going to cover up this 2. And I'm going to draw my box. And we're going to complete it just like we always have been. X squared, we're going to split that up. Negative 3x, negative 3x. So we have x minus 3, x minus 3. So this will be a plus 9. Now, when we've been completing the square, we always add that 9 over to the other side, right? Well, now what you have to do is you have to take this 9 and you need to multiply by the 2. Multiply by the 2, and then add it over here. So we're going to, 9 times 2 is 18, and that's what we're adding over here. Okay, so you multiply to the coefficient, and then you add that side. So that'll give us y plus 23 plus 18 is 41. Equals, we can't forget that 2 times, and we have x minus 3 squared. And then that last step will stay the same as what we did before. Get y by itself, which means we're just going to subtract 41, and we get y equals 2 times x minus 3 squared minus 41. And that's our equation in graphing form. So from there, it's really easy to identify our different parts. Let's go ahead and identify what the vertex is, and then what the stretch is. So the vertex is going to be 3 comma negative 41, and then the stretch is going to be 2. Okay. Also, let's just say this is going to open up because it's a positive. So what I want you to do now is I'm going to give you an example to do, and I want you to go through it, see if you can put it in graphing form, and then I will be doing it after. So go ahead and put this in graphing form. Equals 3x squared minus 12x plus 4. So you've submitted your answers. Now I'm going to go through this one. Your first step is to get the x values by itself, so I'm going to subtract 4. And we get y minus 4 equals 3x squared minus 12x. I need to pull out that leading coefficient. So that'll be 3 times x squared minus 4x. If I pull out a 3 out of an 3x squared, that'll be x squared. If I pull out a 3 out of a negative 12, you're left with negative 4. Rewrite that other side. Now I'm going to complete the square like I always have. Cover this up. I have x squared. We split that up. That'll be a negative 2x, negative 2x. So x minus 2, x minus 2. This will be a plus 4. Now, what do I do with that plus 4 that's different than what we have been doing? You're going to take it and multiply it by the coefficient, then add it over here. So multiply, add it over here. 4 times 3 is 12, and that's what I'm adding on this side. So that'll be y negative 4 plus 12 would be a plus 8 equals 3 times x minus 2 squared. Go ahead and subtract that 8. So we get y equals 3 times x minus 2 squared minus 8. And from there, let's go ahead and identify our different pieces. Okay, so what is the vertex? The vertex is 2, negative 8. What is the stretch? It is 3. And then does it open up or down? It opens up. All right, thanks for watching.